So this is a narration for the song Pressure that we are covering with our band, whose name is Avenue. So the song starts, and shot one, the camera flips up. It's a long shot on a tripod, and it's JK sitting at a desk in the middle of an avenue or road. And it's a really quite a fast-paced kind of scene, a lot of movement in it. Not too many cuts because we want to see all of this action. So the song starts and JK stands up, flips a table and starts walking towards camera. And this is all with the same shot. And then Harry and Ollie walk in and pass him a folder and some coffee. That's going along with the lyrics, so we're matching on the visuals. And then they walk closer and closer to camera, so that long shot then becomes a mid shot because of the way they are standing in front of the camera. And then we have some cutaways on the words pressure. On the first one, Ollie turns to the left, and the camera then becomes like a slightly low angle, a bit more of a medium shot there. And this is repeated when Harry says pressure and he turns to the right. Soon as that first verse is done, we flip up out of that scene into the next one, which we shot in the drama studio, which is the performance of the song. Again, this is another kind of long shot, more of a medium long shot. And then we're changing around with some close-ups during the singing, some extreme low-angle shots that we saw in the Saturday Night Fever video that we wanted to kind of replicate, but with the performance kind of part with all the instruments. And then just doing some different, just playing around with the performance kind of part of it. So getting low angles of the singing, getting some actual dancing in there. And then from that performance in the drama studio, we flip up again and we go into the next scene or the next setting, which is in the science lab. And we've got the band there playing around with some different kind of science experiments. So we start with a medium long shot again, with a singing the lyrics of that verse, and then we have some cutaways to the science experiment that we're actually doing, and we were doing this with some bicarbonate of soda and some vinegar to fizz up, have some kind of different visuals there rather than just the people that are in the band. And then we'll have some more dancing in there because it is a very dancey tune, and this is where we get the chance to try out some different kind of angles and different framing of the camera and whatever we're doing with it. So we're not just sticking, there is a lot of medium long shots, but this is kind of equalled with the amount of different shots that we do with our close-ups, our low angles and our high angles. From the science experiment, we go to a different scene where a table, and this was actually Ollie's idea, so you came at me with the idea of throwing a cloth at a camera.
I did.
So?
Yeah, so my idea was that we throw a cloth at the camera, and then as it comes back away from the camera in a reverse shot, or if someone pulled the sheet off of the camera, and it'd come back to a scene where everything had been messed up, and basically the idea was to get some effects in there.
Yeah, to really try and do some like kind of hardcore editing more than just the transitions that we were already kind of doing with actual camera work.
Yeah, to show off what we can actually do.
In the edit kind of part, which is actually Ollie's field within the group. So yeah, that was with having the actors sitting at a table, chuck the tablecloth at the camera, then it reverses back, and now the scene is completely messed up. And then from there, as it the song gets to like the bridge part, and this is where we're going to have some extreme long shots of a field, really big shot, massive wide angle, and the smoke bombs begin with the colours of the band. And then we move into a crowd walking in and the band walking towards the camera, just like the beginning, but now we're in a different kind of space, lots more nature around you than an urban kind of environment, and all this smoke, of course, really changing the background. And we'll just play around as we always do with the different kind of shots that we can get there. So like lots of low angles, high angles, some cutaways of everybody dancing, because we're planning to have a crowd there, which will really change the visuals, because we're so used to just seeing the three people of the band, but now we're actually going to try and have about 10 people on show. And then lastly, with the last chorus of the song, we're going to try, I didn't want to draw it all out, we are just going to try and cut together as much of all the chorus visuals that we have shot into one quick edit right at the end to really amp up the pace of the video, and then to end on probably a shot from the smoke bomb field where we're walking away from the camera. And that's it.